Welcome back to my little corner of the internet. My name is Esther Olango. I am an executive assistant. I love talking about life, love sometimes, and just everything in between, not as a guru. And here is why. Today I want to talk about some things that no longer excite me. I am turning 26 in about a month, and I was just wondering how there is a shift in everything. Talk about interests, talk about priorities. And I just came up with a few items that I used to be so excited about before and they no longer excite me. Or I need to really prepare mentally before executing some of those things. So let's get into it. Top of my list, and you're not even going to believe it, is posting on social media. Before, it used to come naturally to me, and I could do even 2 or 3 posts a day, and that is in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all these platforms. And believe me or not, I think the last time I posted was, I don't think I have done any posts in 2025. So that's how bad the situation is. So it's either my priorities this year have really shifted to a point where social media is not anywhere close to my priorities on my list, and that is just fine, right? Yeah. Number two is being too much into people's spaces or even them being in mine. Before I really used to value visits, so I could easily allow friends or any other person into my space for a cup of tea, for just an hour to just chat. But right now, I am so sensitive about people who I allow into my space. Again, I don't know if it's about my priorities shifting because really have a packed day, and a visitor coming over is a lot of work. I don't know if it's just to me, but it's a lot. You have to make them a meal or just something to bite. You have to be there for them, give them the attention that they require, treat them as the guests that they are. And to me, that is a lot of work. Or even me going into their spaces, it really takes a lot of preparation mentally to even think about what I'm going to wear, how I'm going. Sometimes I think about how stressful it is to myself and relate to how the experience might end up being while they host me. So yeah, I'm really trying to fight that. I know it's not a good behavior, but I'm really working on it. But it's among those things that don't excite me. So number three on my list is the camera. I used to be a photoholic. I used to capture every moment in every place that I go to. But now I could be in that beautiful outfit, go to that amazing event, attend that beautiful ceremony with no pictures. So I'll get back to my house and be like, oh my God, I didn't take any pictures because it's nowhere, it's not a part of the things that I'm thinking about, if that's a word, as I attend that event or as I go in whichever places that I go to. So I think I used, and I'm going to merge the camera aspect and the social media aspect. I feel like before I used to not do it for myself, but for people to see or to prove a point, just something like that. And so I got into a phase of just being selfish with myself, with my time, enjoying every bit of the moments that I'm having with people and myself. And I think that is positive, right? Not getting to a point where you no longer do things for people, but for yourself. So the camera, it's been long, but we will do it very soon. Next on my list is social gatherings. I am struggling to accept invitations to events. I am really, really struggling. I am beginning to get very comfortable. Not I'm beginning to, but I am. I feel okay just being in my own space and not having so many people around me. And social gatherings somehow lately, I feel like it's too much work to just show up. Again, I know it's not a good thing, but these things, it's not like I'm not doing them. I'm doing them, but not as often as I used to back then in my early 20s. Oh my God, I'm just realizing that I'm getting to the late 20s age. But yeah, they no longer excite me. I feel like it's a lot. And if I do attend the events, sometimes I just long for that time to get back to my house and just throw all those clothes and just be easy and just in my own environment, watch my favorite podcast and just do my own things without people being around me. I don't know about you. You can tell us how you feel about that in your late 20s era as we get to our next point. So, my next point on the list is being everywhere for everyone. And I think I would rephrase it to trying to be there, for everyone. I used to be this person who will want to, if it's contributing to things, I am there. If it is you're not feeling okay, I want to give you a listening ear. It's a good thing to do, but it's something that when I came to realize that I also have my own things or baggage or things that were weighing on me, I started being very sensitive about the things that I'm allowing into my own soul and even mind. So being there for someone, just the consistent calls and follow up messages, I don't do that. Again, I think it's because my circle of friendship is very thin. That is another one. Making friends and all is also another thing that no longer excites me. But back to my point, I feel like it gets to a point where, because you have your own things to deal with, you become very picky and choosy about places you want to show up in, people you want to allow into your inner, you know, circle. And your priorities and interests are no longer the same. I feel like as you grow, you evolve, your priorities are evolving. The things that you used to love, they are no longer favorites anymore. And I feel it's okay. What do you think about the things that I have mentioned? You can also let us know what has changed in your late 20s, or what is changing. What are some of the things that no longer excite you? Thank you so much for dropping by, for passing by to be here with me. Until next time, remember,